Bob Iger made comments on his legacy. He's doing the interview circuit. I think he's getting close to stepping down. I think he's going to step down, and I've got an interview here that appeared on YouTube on a channel called The Rest is History. This is a full interview. It's only 30 minutes. I've got two clips I want to show you, Alan. They're surprising. They are surprising. So let's get to it.
Oh, hold on. This guy looks like he's going to ask the tough questions.
Well, he's got his sleeves rolled up.
I know. Look at that. Look at that. He's gone full Newsom.
Well, we can only assume, but let's take a look at this, and I have another clip. So let's watch the first clip here.
I mean, no offense, but you're not going to be running it forever.
No offense taken.
Okay, that's good.
I hope I'm not.
So what do you think? We talked a lot about Wolf's legacy, but what do you think your legacy will be when you look back on your time as the kind of custodian of this amazing, the captain of this fantastic ship?
Yes, I think about this often, actually. I think because of the company's place in the world, I think the person running the company has a special responsibility of sorts to maintain Disney's position in the world as a beloved company, as an admired company, as a company that entertains really the world, everyone of all ages and from all different walks of life. And I think more than anything else, I would want to be known as someone who was given the keys to this kingdom, so to speak, and quite a kingdom it is, and that I brought it to a place that even Walt would be proud of. And what that means is more great storytelling to a larger audience, more innovation, more risk-taking, more really creation of happiness. It's really that simple. At one point I thought, well, okay, you're now running Disney. What's the most you want out of it? Well, don't screw it up, but it's much more than that. I really have been mindful of the duty that I feel has been handed to me to make it even better than it's ever been.
And what do you think the years ahead hold for Disney? Because you've been at the forefront of so much technological change, going back to Walt and effectively inventing animation, as we were talking about earlier. But also, you're a company rooted in history. So how do you think Disney and your successors will navigate that?
As I think you would both probably agree, it's hard to project 50 years ahead,
right?
About anything, really, because the world is changing so rapidly and in such profound ways. And as I think about the future, I would hope that my successors would be respectful of our past and well aware of the values that really created the value of the company in the first place and carry them forward, but not let anything that's been done in the past get in the way of bringing the company into the future. And that's really constant innovation, a constant exploration, constant, essentially, desire to reinvent or to invent even. More than anything else, that's what I'd want. But I think we do occupy a place in the world as great storytellers, perhaps maybe the greatest. And I would hope that position would continue for years and years, decades ahead.
And
okay, he sounds like a politician to me. What now, Alan?
I've never done anything wrong.
Okay, you are our Disney. You're the Disney expert.
Yeah.
I mean, among all the YouTubers that I know, what do you make of this comment?
Okay, here.
We have another clip.
Let me just show you something here.
Oh, please.
So here we go. This is Disney stock prices. All right, look at this. Look at this. At the height of the pandemic, March 5th, 2021, Disney shares $190. Today it's $110. It has actually fallen at times to $80. Here we go. We're down to, it's $83. Today,
oh my God.
I mean, look, good job, Bob. I mean, your vision, the great storytelling that you're bringing us. It's look, if you're a shareholder, you must be happy. You went in, you saw that Disney Plus was doing great. You invested $200 a share, and now you lost half your money. Great job, Bob.
Well, I mean, one thing he's been terrible at is shepherding the IP he purchased. He brought in Marvel and Star Wars boy brands to bring in boys. They've got the girls with Disney princesses, fine. And Disney fans are mostly, let's be honest, Disney fans are women.
Yeah.
Women and girls. Okay. And that's great. You got women and girls, but you don't bring in two primarily boy brands like Marvel and Star Wars and feminize them.
Yes, and
We
let's be
saw
clear,
where
he
that
brought
led.
them in. He brought them in. He bought Marvel, he bought Star Wars, he bought Fox, did great things with Alien and Predator.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, but this is the ultimate in gaslighting, because clearly Disney has not been doing well and he doesn't see it, and he acts as if he has turned Disney into the greatest brand and dubbed himself Walt Disney himself. This is what I hate about politics. This is what I hate about business. Just people saying I've never done anything wrong, and then they'll go on to blame us. It's actually our fans who did the wrong thing because they're not spending money on our shit. And I firmly believe that Bob Iger wakes up every morning, smells his shit, and feels like he's smelling flowers. So, yeah, good job, Disney. I quite frankly, 2021 was, we were planning a trip to Walt Disney World. We were saving money for it. Pandemic hit, ruined everything, and the realization came to me, basically saying, I've had my fun with Disney. I don't ever need to go back. And and there you go.
I know. Last time I went to Disneyland was 2019. I saw the Star Wars land, or whatever it's called, Galaxy's Edge, and it was a shopping mall. It's an outdoor shopping mall with 2 rides and a bar you can only spend 45 minutes in. You can't even get drunk. They seat you at a table with other people, other strangers. They say you've got like 2 drinks and you got to leave in 45 minutes. It's so not fun.
Yeah.
It's god awful. Anyways.
Yeah, we went to Disney World in February. It was a gift given to me. And I'm grateful for it. But when we went to Disney World, I had been going to Disney World for 2-3 decades. And when I walked into the park after a very long break since my daughter was born, it was like there's less things to do there, and it costs 3 times as much. The value, what these companies, and I'll say it again, don't understand is value. People pay you money, and you need to give them value for that money. And Disney is just not in that position anymore.
I've got another clip to show. So
good. And I
so
want to hear what
he has. Here we go.
Not many analogies in history. There are people who've led empires and nation states and whatnot, but effectively, I mean, this is a strange thing to say to somebody sitting just a few feet away from you, but you have more power than a lot of elected prime ministers, not necessarily over the day-to-day lives of people, but over people's heads, people's imaginations.
Talk about blowing smoke up
I
someone's ass. Oh my God, let's get back to it.
Do you ever think about that? Does that ever play on your mind?
Well, I certainly don't consider myself an emperor. No, I don't think about, I think about the power of a great story, of course, but I don't think about us being powerful. I think about us having the luxury of, and that includes both the luxury of being involved with great artists and the luxury of having the resources to tell wonderful stories to the world, and hopefully through our storytelling to have a positive influence on the world. Certainly in today's world, just to have the ability to make really billions of people happy is an incredible luxury and something that I'm very mindful of. But I don't think about it in terms of having power, except maybe the power to do good.
Oh, that's nice. That's a contrast with us, isn't it, Tom? Because we do reflect on our enormous power.
Yeah, but I just want to do good.
Do you?
You just want to do evil.
That's true.
That's the difference between us.
But that's the balance that makes the podcast
it is.
so
That's
successful.
the yin and yang.
By the way, in terms of storytelling, you may both appreciate this. One of the biggest challenges we have when we tell these stories is figuring out what the villain is all about.
Right.
You tell stories about
Yeah.
villains all the time.
Yeah.
What is motivating the villain? Why is the villain so
Well, they never think
villainous?
they're the villain.
No
do
one
they?
thinks they're the villain
No,
in this
they
show.
don't. And we ultimately have to portray them, one, as villains,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I think people love stories about good and evil, particularly good triumphing over evil. But telling stories where you actually explain what is driving that villain to be so damn nasty.
Well, that's one of the fascinating things with the show, actually, and with any attempt to tell a good story, is to get inside the heads of people who have different assumptions from you, right? And so we did an episode about the Nazis to try to explain why
They thought that
why
they weren't the
thought,
baddies.
yeah, why did they not think they were evil? And it can often be I guess it's not unlike writing a great fictional story in that it's an act of imagination. You have to put yourself into somebody else's shoes.
I've had enough. What do you think? This guy he is like Gavin Newsom in his responses, but all he needs is the body language. What do you think, Alan?
Yeah, I'm trying to look at think about great storytelling coming out of Disney over the last. Predator Badlands. Let's assume it was a good movie. Was it great? What was the last great Disney movie that you can think of? I'm looking at over the last 10 years.
Okay, how about this? A great original one. Like, look, there was the Lilo and Stitch live action. Was it great? No. Was it fine in terms of, it did the job. It was fine. Not great. I can't think of a great Disney movie that's original, or even the remakes or Inside Out 2. Like,
Look,
it wasn't great.
Right. I'm looking at it now, and to me, the list Encanto is probably the last above average movie that Disney has put out. Before then, you're hard pressed to name anything post Lasseter. To me, if off the top of my head, the greatest movie of the last 20 years of Iger's reign, well, I shouldn't say that, but of the last 20 years is probably Coco. I can't think of a movie that is better than Coco at this moment.
Yeah, that was the last great original, very imaginative, emotional. I mean, Coco is great, but that was the last great thing I think Disney ever did. And now Star Wars and Marvel are on the wane. So his legacy is he brought in really amazing IP and destroyed it, and then ran into the ground all the IP that Disney already had, including Pixar. We're about to see Toy Story. Is it 5?
6.
Are we up to 5 or 6?
5, yeah, 5.
Yeah, 5. I mean, I mean, it's how do you care at that point? Just do a TV show on Disney Plus and call it a day.
Yeah, but think about it this way. Let's look at the Marvel Cinematic Universe from Iron Man to Endgame. The thing is that there was great momentum when Disney finally took over the franchise, because Paramount was the one running Marvel Studios at that time. And to Disney's credit, they were able to bring us to the point of Endgame. But you saw the cracks. You saw the tower about to fall when Captain Marvel came out.
Yeah.
And then after that, nothing Disney could ever bring it back to its original grandeur that Infinity War and Endgame gave us.
His legacy is cutting the stock price in half, and driving the IP he purchased into the ground.
Yeah. And spending money without any return. Let's talk about the Star Wars hotel.
We don't need to.
Yeah.
Hey,
but
Alan,
but the point is, Disney over the last 10 years has been spending $250 million to make movies and nothing to show for it.